New Media Tea Time, episode number 10. We have Danielle Gruen here.
Me? Oh, sorry.
This is Doug Welch. Doug is my mentor. He knows all. We love him. Hi, Doug.
Hi, can we record the show every week? I need that.
He's going to now probably want to be part of it, so it'll probably be, you know. And how is the tea?
The tea is wonderful. I hear it's English breakfast.
Yes.
My favorite tea.
It is.
Didn't tell them. They actually knew. They all know these things. So.
No, well, let's just start with the tea. I love it.
Okay, let's start with the tea.
This is English breakfast, direct from Israel, and actually Tel Aviv to be exact. So how good is it?
Ooh, I feel the Dead Sea nearby.
Right?
It's very
delicious,
good.
isn't it? So, and it's not expired, okay? So,
Okay,
she's
giving me a hard time about the non-expired thing because when we first started New Media Tea Time, because now this is our 10th show, we're kind of reminiscing a little bit. We have history now.
Exactly.
When I went to look at the tea, my friend who gave me the tea, actually it happened before this, my friend who came over, my Israeli friend who gave me the tea, said, Tracy, this tea is expired. You still have that tea? Tea expires? Apparently it does. But on the internet, when I Googled it, they said, it expires because of taste. So you guys be the judge on that. But anyway.
So this one's good,
This
though.
is fresh.
It's fresh.
It's fresh.
It's not expired.
Tea expires for the same reason the coffee expires, oxidation. Just to let you know, yes.
See,
I am a geek in all things.
and you know what, Doug, this is a great segue because Doug is a geek. We love him because he knows, well, I love you just for being you. But also, we love him because he knows so much about new media. He was doing all the stuff that you guys are doing now with the Twitter and the this and the Facebook. He was doing all that stuff long ago. So I always go to Doug. I call him when I have any problems, any tech problems. But of course, I won't give out your number.
They can.
just for us,
My rates are on my website, actually. So
by the way, he has a great site called newmediainterchange.com. You guys have to check it out. It's
Definitely check it out.
fantastic. So should we jump in, Danielle?
Yeah,
Danielle's got
so.
lots of questions.
We have a lot of questions. Both Tracy and I have a lot of questions, but we also have a lot of questions because our set's falling apart.
Yeah, that's okay.
The viewers, those of you guys who've been watching for the last several weeks, have actually sent in questions too. So the combination of I think their questions and our questions have led to a lot of questions.
I feel like Karnak the Great.
We're trying to stump Doug. We won't be able to.
I don't think we're going to be able to.
I told you in the Twitter message where you announced this show that stumping me is what it's all about, because new media changes.
Yeah.
I mean,
yes,
it's changing right now.
It changed since I got here.
Changed.
Yeah, so move it along. That's old hat.
What just happened? What happened?
Didn't you hear that paradigm shifting?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so quick. It's true. But one of the questions that people were asking us actually had to do with having a static website versus a dynamic website. And that really brought up the whole point that Tracy and I have been talking about for weeks, which is when you use like a platform like WordPress and you create your own site, you're able to make it dynamic because you're constantly changing it yourself.
Exactly.
And you're not relying on a developer.
The whole thing about static web pages, and for your viewers, static pages are those pages you perhaps have to open a web page editor like Dreamweaver or NVU is one I use, a free one, or something like that, and you actually have to edit the page. And it's like creating a Word document.
Right.
Frankly, I find that most websites are never updated because people hate going into those programs.
Right.
It's too much work. It's just plain too much work.
Yeah.
If you're using a blogging software like WordPress or Blogger.com or TypePad.com or any of those services, you get away from concentrating it all on the tech work of making the pages, and you get to concentrate on what goes into the pages.
Right.
Well, as anyone will tell you in new media, what goes into the pages is far more important than what goes around it.
Exactly.
And if you can very easily from your phone, from your computer, from a friend's computer, type in or copy and paste some text into a page, say post, and it's on your website.
Exactly.
And remember, Google and other search engines, they love refreshed content.
Right.
They love new content. The more often you update your blog, the more likely, the more frequently Google will come back and index your blog.
Exactly.
And I love this, Doug. He one of the things he's always said, two things he's always said that I love is one is just do it, create it, and get out there and do it. He didn't coin the phrase.
Don't sue me,
but,
Don't sue me, Nikki.
And with the whole media thing, it's about taking a chance. And the second thing is SEO, this whole SEO that we were just talking about, the whole idea of getting higher up in the Google hierarchy and all that stuff. He says it's all about new content.
Right. And tell people what SEO stands for, just
Yes.
in case for those who don't?
Should I tell?
Sure,
Because I
please.
learned it from you.
Please do.
Search engine optimization.
There you
And
go.
now the silly part is, what does that mean?
Yeah,
Right.
what does that mean?
It means how easy it is for people to find your stuff,
Right.
your content in any of the search engines.
So it's
Now-
like the spiders that go out, kind of, right?
It's the after effects.
Okay.
After the spider software crawls through your site and finds stuff, it indexes it.
Got it. Okay.
Much like you would see the index of a book.
Right.
Well, you want to be higher in that index than
Right.
you normally are, and that's what search engine optimization. Now, I will also say there's something I say that really ticks people off, which is when someone says SEO to me, I say snake oil.
Right.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of people out there who are trying to sell you services, and while they may boost your ratings in the search engines for a day, a week, hours, they're fighting. The search engines are actively trying to prevent people from doing that.
Right.
Google has created some very effective ways of preventing that. My goal for SEO is you bury them in content.
Right.
You simply produce lots of great
Lots of
current
content.
content.
Right.
If you search my name, which is a fairly common name, Douglas Welch or Doug Welch or Douglas E. Welch, I am the top rating for my name.
Right.
That's
And is
not
that
like
kind
a-
of what you want? I mean,
Yeah.
You want, well, not unless your name. The name is all vanity related. What you want
Yeah.
to be is you want to be top. You want to be one of the first search results retained from whatever topic area you're an expert in.
Right.
okay.
If you're an expert in tea, you want
Right.
when someone types in the word tea, which imagine how hard it is to become the top hit in tea.
That's
Yeah.
our goal.
That's
That's
if,
our goal.
If someone types in
That is
tea,
our
you
goal.
want your results to be at the top. Well, the way to do that is, first of all, you need people linking to you.
Yeah.
You need people
Okay.
who have, by linking you, said you are the authority.
So we need these guys to link to us.
You
And
need
I
those guys to link to-
don't know
Why
what this
Chomsky?
says.
And you need the listener, I would say readers, listeners, the viewers out
Yeah, the
there
fans.
to link to you as well, and link to you with effective words. Like
Right.
don't link click here.
Right.
Link the words new media tea time
Yes,
Right.
that's
to
good.
your site. That in itself, having good words in between the link
Yes.
tags is also important because it's those words that are used as the actual indexing that the search engines do.
Exactly.
So never link with click here. Link with effective words about the name of the title of a book,
Okay.
the title of the show, something like that. Then you're really helping out the people you're watching, the people who are producing this content, because you've given them a nice
Right.
solid link in the search engine that gives them
Exactly.
authority.
And I wanted to ask on this whole,
Yeah, go for
with
it.
the SEO or with the ratings with different blog sites. Someone said that Blogspot, if you have Blogspot, because Blogspot is connected to Google, does that mean that you're going to have a better chance of being found than if you're on a WordPress platform?
Google has officially said that they practice neutrality, much what they're trying to do throughout the whole internet. There have been no indications that they are favoring their own content. Now,
Okay.
that's part of their whole do not be evil, which could change at any moment, and we do need to be aware of that, which is why we have to watch these services that we're relying on.
Right.
But at this point, there has been no indication that they're favoring their own blogging engines or content or anything like that,
Okay.
which they
with-
shouldn't.
And this actually brings up another question we had with regarding to the blogging engines. Do you have a preference, or do you know if there's a preference? I mean, between all these, Blogspot and
When I
Wattpad and WordPress.
Well, the fact is, I'm so old school. When I started, I started blogging before there were blogging services.
Right.
And then Blogger came along and I started using them. And I still have 3 blogs on them.
Okay.
I now have 2 or 3 blogs on WordPress.
Okay.
And I have a couple on WordPress.com. They're hosted
Right.
provider, and there's various reasons for that. So I use them all. As of right now, this moment, what time is it? We talked about how quickly they change. As of this moment, I'm recommending WordPress. WordPress.com to get started, which is their host where you don't have to do anything.
Which is what we're using
Yeah.
for New Media Tea
You
Time.
don't
just
even
to
need
remind
your
everyone.
own
Yes.
site, website, or anything. It's all out there.
Yeah.
The main reason for that is once you get to a certain point, you go, okay, this is going to take off. We need more services. We need to expand this. You can roll a WordPress.com blog into a self-hosted version of WordPress. This is running WordPress on your web server very, very easily.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
an export and an import, and away you go, and then you've got all the features
Oh,
of WordPress.
so when we get to that point, we know who we'll be calling.
Yeah, and you know what? We're almost out of time. So I think we're going to
we have a part 2.
I think we need to have a part 2. Guys, stay tuned
Save
because
for
Doug is going to
wait.
stick around.
no chocolate.
Well, he's going to get chocolate in part 2, so the chocolate will be extra special. I'm Tracy Patton from New Media Tea Time, along with Danielle Gruen and the
Douglas
fabulous
Welch.
Doug Welch.
Thank you, guys.
NewMediaInterchange.com.
Bye.